Hi, I'm Ellie, and for today's video, I thought it'd be a cool idea to start a summer book challenge. If you're from Central Florida, you may or may not know there's a bookstore passport going on right now for summer. So essentially, I thought, why not get in my car and attempt to visit every single bookstore in this passport in just one day? I have high hopes for this challenge. Hopefully, we get to every single bookstore. However, there is a little bit of an extra to this challenge, being that we are going to be conducting this challenge on a Sunday, which means that bookstores open and close. They open later and close a lot sooner. So I don't know if we're going to be able to complete this challenge. We will have to find out together.
Okay, friends, so we are headed to White Rose Bookstore. It's the closest bookstore that's got the passports and near to my house. So I'm gonna head there first to pick up the passport just because they do have a really limited quantity at the bookstores. I do not want to like have them run out and then I can't really do the challenge. So that's gonna be like a freebie, but like a freebie stamp just because we're gonna do that before the day that we actually going to do the all the bookstores in one day. But it's just so we can, secure the passport. So we're gonna head there now and hopefully we can get one. We've got our passport and here it is. I'm excited to get this done. Central Florida Bookstore Passport Summer 2025. And it's got all of the bookstores with their addresses. So we've got our stamp for White Rose Books. That's going to be our freebie stamp just because we're doing that before the day that we're going to hit all the bookstores in one day. And from this store, we've bought Five Survive by Holly Jackson. I absolutely love A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. That was like one of the first books I read when I got back into reading. And I'm excited to read this one. I'm adding this one to my list because I just think she's an awesome author. Cannot wait to read it. And I cannot wait to see what I pick up at the other stores. I haven't created a list. Maybe I should create a list of books so I'm not like spending too much times at the bookstores and then not be able to make it all in one day because they do usually close like around 6 p.m. But and they're pretty far apart from each other. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Some of them are about an hour away from each other. But we can do this. We're gonna try to do this. This is gonna be fun. I cannot wait. And I cannot wait to share it with y'all. Hopefully, we succeed.
So today is the day that we're going to be completing or attempting to complete the Central Florida Passport Challenge. I am so excited and nervous because it's going to be a long day. Now, we have a couple things against us, and one of those is that it is Sunday because today is the only day that we could do it, and most bookstores close early and open or late, so like 12 to 4, which only gives us a 4-hour window to get there and check out their books. I did not actually make a list, but I do have a couple books in my TBR that I would like to get. Um, However, we shall see how it goes. And first, we're going to be heading over to Authentic Books in Orlando. I think that one's more of a build your own book box with certain items. So I've never been there. I'm so excited to check them out. But first, we are going to get breakfast because I am starving and I need my coffee. So we are here at our first passport location, Authentic Books. I'm excited. I've never been here before. I think it's more of an experience that you have to kind of create a box with picking a book, picking a candle, something along those lines. I've only seen them on social media. So I'm excited to finally be here and check them out. Let's see how they go. So we just left Authentic Bookstore and it was such a cute shop, such a cute experience. And here's what I brought. So, the whole premise of it is that you get a tote in which you pick a book and three different items, couple of items. I ended up picking two candles. So I picked Camp Ivanhoe and Twilight Pines because I love everything that's woodsy and pines and trees and all that. The theme this week or this month was campsite horror. So they had a lot of um that theme around in the candles, in the totes, in the books. However, I got these two candles. I got this cup because I absolutely love making my iced matcha and iced coffee in these things. And this one's just super cute. It says, "Meet me at the bookstore." And I also got this book called An Infinite Pool. It is a sci-fi fantasy um type of book. It is also by a Central Florida based writer, so I thought it was perfect for our book haul for Central Florida Passport book haul. And oh my goodness, but look at this cover. The colors are just gorgeous and the inside cover is gorgeous too. It has like some type of like interstellar kraken of some sort, and I love it. It's just beautiful. So I'm excited to read this one. It's signed. I did not know it was a signed copy. That is so cute. Taylor Simmons. That is amazing. I'm happy with our pick. Our next stop is The New Romantics. It does open a little bit later than I thought, so that's really going to put a dent in like our drive. So hopefully we get to actually, that's the closest one. There's no way that we can go to the and then come back because they all close around 4 p.m. So we'll see if we get this haul done, if we get all the passports, but let's give it a try. Okay, so we just left the New Romantics. That store is always packed. Whenever I go, there's just people waiting outside for them to open the door. But they had a great selection of books. They just didn't have the book that I wanted. So I ended up getting a phone grip instead because I've been wanting one for a while. I'll either use it on my phone or on my Kindle. I'm not sure yet. So next up, we are headed to a bookstore that I actually believe is inside of the Orange County Library, but it's on the passport. So I've never really been in there in Winter Park, so we shall see. I don't know if it's like that they sell their used books. I'm not entirely sure. We will find out together. So we ended up going to Writer's Block first because the New Leaf bookstore doesn't actually open until 2 p.m., which is not good for our itinerary. I must have misread that. But they don't open until 2 till 5, and we have to go to Clermont and Mount Dora, which are they're pretty far away. So I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to come back for that one. So I am already sad. But I absolutely love Writer's Block, so it was such a nice time. I wish I could have stayed longer and just walked around Winter Park because I love Winter Park and I just love the vibes and everything. But there I got All Tides of Fate by Adeline Grace. I absolutely love the Belladonna series. So as soon as I saw this, I had to get it. And it's autographed copy. So that just makes it even cooler. Okay, so we attempted this book challenge and I had so much fun. We unfortunately did not get to go to 2 bookstores, New Leaf because it opened at 2, and the timing was just not gonna give us to be able to go to Mount Dora and Claremont, and Spellbound Bookstore, which is in Sanford, and I'm sad because I actually like that bookstore. I've been there before prior to this challenge. We will definitely be visiting and getting that stamp some other weekend before the summer ends. Now, as for what was my favorite of the bookstores that we went to, I'm gonna say that I really loved the Authentic Books store because it was like a different experience and I'd never been there before. And it was just so nice. The lady at the store was super nice and super awesome explaining how it works and everything. Now, I want to know because as a third person, like not a third person, but like as a spectator, someone who isn't reading books all the time, which of the stores for you was the best one, like that you found?
The first one, I like that one as well, just because she was
Authentic
nice.
books.
Yeah, she was nice, and like you were able to choose other items other than books. You could just say,
My camera decided to unalive itself, but we're okay. Okay, so he was saying that he really liked that one because of the friendly vibes and also the fact that you could pick, you know, a tote with some items in it aside from a book. And I think that just makes the experience super cool.